Alright, this is Andrew with Jota Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today, February 3rd, 2026, and we have the camera pushed out just over 100 feet. We're at 103 feet, so really average length of a sewer line. I would say the average length that I see is about 100 feet. You were right there. We are at 977 South, 1630 West in Lehigh. Now we're going to pull it back and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. Right here. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a good connection there. I'm going to give this just another few seconds to drain. Running water is fine. What we don't want to see is any standing water or water that's getting high enough that it's covering my camera head. So what we see on the screen right now is just fine. We just don't want to see stagnant or standing water, or else that would indicate that you have bad grade. And that's, with this age of a house, that's one of the main things I'm looking at. It's a plastic line, which is great. That's what I would expect. Not always what I find, but that's what I would expect at this age. So it seems like it's a little bit flat. It's not holding a ton of water, but it's holding some. And I noticed as I pushed my camera out, there was a fair amount of buildup in some areas. I was pushing a lot of grease and buildup out with my camera head. And that's usually a result of either putting things down the line that you shouldn't be, or a little bit of standing water because of bad grade. The only way to fix bad grade is to dig it up and reslope it. This one's really subtle. If you were worried, I would consider having the line hydrojetted, and that would blast everything out, but that's if you really wanted to be proactive. Still plastic. I'm accessing this line through a clean out in the garage. Kind of underneath a shelf, which makes it harder to access, but fairly accessible. Now we're transitioning to ABS, which is what's in the house and under the slab. One issue with ABS is that sometimes the glue joints can separate and they have more of a tendency of leaking and becoming corroded. Most of those lines are going to be concealed in walls, and so I didn't see it to be an issue here, but you really don't have a lot of exposed ABS here to see. Very good. Overall, the line looks like it's performing the way that you want it to be. A little bit of standing water, which is never ideal, but this one was really pretty shallow, not very long, and so not one that I would expect to cause issues, but a lot of that is going to have to do with how the line is used, what's put down the line, if you ever have it cleaned. But you want to avoid putting wet wipes down the line or excessive amounts of grease or oils or fats. And that's just good practice, whether you have any flat spots or not. I'm going to end this recording now.